Hi, I'm Chris, and today we're going to talk about chemical leaveners. Not only that, I'm making almond joy scones to demonstrate how baking powder works specifically. What is leavening exactly? It can be a few things, but for our purposes, it's the creation of a gas by a chemical reaction that lightens the dough or batter. The gas given off here is carbon dioxide. During leavening, carbon dioxide bubbles form little pockets in the dough or batter. These little pockets are what give the product you're making its light, airy texture and even a more uniform shape. These scones I'm going to make will start off relatively flat and end up probably twice as tall and light as they started due to chemical leavening. So what chemical leavening options do you have as a whole? Well, you got your baker's ammonia, your baking soda, your double-acting baking powder, and cream retardant. But what is double-acting baking powder? Well, actually, most baking powder on the market today is double-acting. This means its reaction occurs in two stages using two different acids. One stage occurs very quickly and helps to aerate the batter or dough when combined with a liquid such as our cream, which is right here. The second reaction occurs more slowly and releases carbon dioxide only when heated. In the case of our scones, the first reaction occurs when I mix the dough together, and the second comes when I put these bad boys in the oven. Because baking powder already contains an acid and therefore doesn't need an additional one to react, you can actually substitute it for baking soda. Don't try it the other way around unless you like the taste of metal. Baker's ammonia, or ammonia carbonate, or even ammonia bicarbonate, is an old school leavener that's not really available in most stores these days. It's used mainly in thinner, crispier products because of its fast reaction time and should be stayed away from in thicker, moister products such as cake and most cookies because the ammonia won't have enough time to evaporate all the way out in the duration of your bake time. Next up we have baking soda. Sodium bicarbonate is a natural alkaline ingredient. It's also one of the ingredients in baking powder. As a leavener, it requires an acid to react and neutralize the acrid taste it has on its own. Last on our list is cream retardant. It comes in a white powder form and is a natural fruit acid that collects on the inside of wine casks as the wine matures. Like baking soda, it's also an ingredient in baking powder. Additionally, it's the balancing acid in any credible snickerdoodle cookie recipe. Alright, enough with the facts, let's get baking. First thing we're going to need is a bowl. After that, we need a spoon to mix everything together. We got our bread flour, got our sugar, baking powder, and a little salt. Wash our hands. Alright, now we get to sift all of this. Now, what this is going to do is make it so that you don't get somebody with a big soapy mouthful of baking powder. Nobody wants that. Next, we're going to add the honey. Stir that all in there. Alright, now we got our coconut, almonds, and chocolate chips. Gonna all go in there. Mix that together. For that, we're gonna add our cream. You're gonna want to save a little of this to put on the top afterwards. Kind of just fold this in. Gotta mix this all up really well. Alright. Now, after this is all together, you get to turn all this out onto here. Nice and floured already. Beautiful. Now you bring all this together, do a little kneading. Now we go to the shaping part. You want to get everything nice and round and start to flatten it. I like mine nice and tall. My scones nice and tall, so I'm going to make this fairly thick. Now we go back to this cream that we saved earlier. Pour it on top, spread it around. Get some sugar. Put that on top of here. Alright. At this point we're ready to cut. So, cut this into 8 pieces, thusly. And then go to a sheet pan. You're gonna make sure that you get this all greased up, or else your scones are going to stick. Now then, scones come up off of here and arranged around this pan. After that, we're going to go into the oven at 325 for about 10 minutes, and then we should have some amazing scones. See you soon.